Lex. But like, how?
Well, simply, God does miracles.
But like, how? Great. So, I know what you're thinking. How? Isn't that the real question of all things? Moreover, it is exactly, ding, 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 the thing which was forgotten. How is God creating? And how am I creating like that? And for the answer to that question, or to get to that understanding, I need to use some words that aren't quite in our modern vernacular, and the words are mind and spirit. And not in its psychological tense, which might be more popular there, and not even in its religious tense for spirit. These are very real forces which exist. I'm going to now tell you how the force of God itself made the world through you exactly now. And here it is. Here's God. And again, it doesn't matter. It's just a thing. It's a thing which means all real things with the power of extending itself. It's important to actually say this. As God creates, God extends. God. And keeps extending. And keeps extending indeed. That's how we are still God. It just makes more of itself. The next question is, how did we get the world that we see? That appears to not be all one thing. And that works like this. Same power of extension, except instead of making God go that way, we throw it. We throw it over here, and we call it a little g, essentially. It's a little sub thing, a little thing I've made. Look at this marker. This was made by somebody, but it's not a person, right? It's just the thing they made. We can call that G. We can even give it a little W. Because one thing you'll see about this little g is you think it's you. This is the you think you are. A little God in your little world. So you made that. You threw a bit of your identity and you made a world for it. This action here is called projection. As you can see, it essentially means to throw from yourself, to eject from yourself is called projection. In doing this, we actually made another thing real quick. This circle right here, we can call this perception. And if you honestly examine all of your life, this moment especially, but all the way back as far as you can remember, what you've considered life to be has been a circle of your perception. It's the only thing you've ever experienced in your entire life is what you're thinking and how you're thinking about it. That's it. It's all a frame of perception that you find your little sense of self wrapped up in. Great. It's that easy. You forgot you did it because you think you're here, this little G. But don't worry, y'all. Because as soon as you return your turn your awareness back to this, you can change what you project. Let's go ahead and make this a different color. Let's see, we're going with green. You can then change. I'm going to draw a triangle delta. You can then make your delta G. What a miracle will do is from the power of the one thing that is real and true, you effect a change in a universe that previously and every other human publication has ever told you is an unchangeable thing. Here, this little g, until now, until this revelation, until you figured this out, until just now with these miracles, what perception was something that you reacted to. Push back on, maybe you were drawn to it, but you didn't think that you had creative powers over it. Miracles will show you that you do. That's why it's beyond this world indeed. So what a miracle will do is return your mind, put your butt back into the power seat, and let you change what you previously thought was an unchangeable and impressed upon you fact of life. But the thing about a miracle is that miracle represents life itself, real life itself. So, how? Well, we're going to say you are a spirit, you're up here. Via your mind, you are projecting. And that projection is causing perception, everything you ever know. Because that perception is being generated by this entity, if you return your mind back to this entity, you will affect changes in perception. Okay? That's a science, you can call it science. That is a fact of the universe. Even if you don't believe in miracles now, because you aren't perceiving them, it's only because your big G is deciding not to perceive them. Now, let's decide to perceive them, and there will be, as we've already discussed, miracles are natural. If you aren't aware of them, it's simply because your eyes are turned in a different direction, if as it were. All right. Projection makes perception. That's everything. Everything on a whiteboard, okay? That's it. The only reason that this hasn't been seen to be the truth yet, or maybe it has, but the reason it hasn't really crossed popular culture yet is because perception itself is taken to be the god of your mind. Until now, when you recognize that perception is an effect of a greater cause. Let's go ahead and make this the word G, projection. So, from an almighty creator that can also make unreal things, my creative effects have come in the form of this. The entire world I see. Again, the ask here, or the practice to see if this is true, is to investigate your own life and see if everything that you've experienced has been simply your perception of it. And this is a flipping of the world on its head, if you were, because normally we see ourselves as reacting to the world. And now we're going to see that if I am able to frame my mind correctly, nice and miracle-mindedly, everything that is perceived originates with me, and I can change that. Utmost power, more power than any human has ever thought to publish anyway. So this has been how is God making it? It's like that. Catch you in the next one. Oh, and if you haven't already, go ahead and check out The Miracle Principles. Alexa D. Anderson. This is where we get the ideas like miracles are natural. Miracles are a product of thought, the mind. This invisible thing that we think we have nailed down, or maybe we don't even question it. Regardless, go get yourself some Miracle Principles.